Well, Amelia and I are out this morning with our 27-foot trailer. We're gonna go grab an old Massey Super 90. Belongs to my banker. Been sitting on a farm they own for a long time. They just kind of want it gone. It's a Super 90 diesel 3-point PTO. Was sold new at the Massey Ferguson dealer here in my hometown in Alameda, Kansas. So kind of a fun one to save. This one's kind of just going to be a winch on and run today. Hopefully I get to work on it more in the future as I have time. But yeah, always fun to buy local tractors. There you have it. 1962 Massey Ferguson Super 90 diesel. Has a Perkins 4-cylinder in it. Had an 8-speed transmission. It's 4 with high-low. This one doesn't have the optional multi-power, so it's kind of like a TA. It was over there in the weeds. You couldn't actually see it yesterday, so I came down here yesterday afternoon and dug it out. But it's a pretty straight old girl. Only really bad thing I can see on it is it definitely needs one rim, courtesy of tire calcium. Motor's currently stuck-ish, but it's also a diesel, so hopefully we can get that rocked free, because I actually kind of like this thing. And yeah, not too fancy, but we're gonna get winch cable strung out and we'll start pulling. That's a pretty easy roll, really. Looks like we're gonna turn to the left though, so better see if we can. Oh, that's nice. So running water out. I got it turned to the left a little bit. We'll pull a little more. Flat tire is kind of like loading rubber band, so this is kind of always interesting. All right, better stop there and get front wheel straightened out. I don't know why the steering on this thing is so hard. I do have a really long winch cable, so I can kind of ride some of these tractors up every now and then, which is really handy when you're doing this by yourself. There's got to be something wrong with the steering box on this thing. Oh, winch is having to work. Flat tire is not making this very easy. We're still going slowly. Steer to the left. Still moving. Made it up on the deck. See if we can get it up here between my fenders. Yeah, that ain't happening. Thing set out wider than I expected. Thank God for drive over fenders. Okay, we will drop it in first gear. Lever set. Well, it's on. Wasn't too hard of a pull. I've had a lot worse. Didn't even have to snatch block, but that's wonderful. I guess we're getting to make this girl run. We're gonna have to buy a rim and tire, but that's not the end of the world. Went on real easy. These Masseys are really odd looking tractors. Massey in that era just made stuff that didn't look like anybody else. So that tire's ancient. US Royal. Sheesh. Yeah. Cute little thing. Nothing fancy, simple. But it's stuck, but there's no water in the oil. Had coffee can over the muffler. I think it'll run. You know, as you can see, things are going great. No big deal. Steering's still not really working, so it didn't make it off the trailer the nicest, but we'll get there. No damage done. She's really excited to just be riding the tractor, so. Well, turns out a 2-inch wrench is what fits the front of the flywheel bolt there. So I guess let's find out. I was stuck by hand, but you know, it's a little diesel, so it's got a lot of compression. So you just don't know. But so okay. I guess we're loose. So let's go find a battery. Been playing with it some more here. Got a battery hooked up to it. That was more work than I thought it was going to be. Still have it hooked to my pickup, charging the battery. It does crank over, and I did get the fuel system bled to the injectors. So it acts like there's a cylinder that's got some rust in it or something. It's not turning over the awesomest. But yeah, so I don't know. We're gonna give her some more Cosby sauce. And I guess see what happens. I don't know. It's smoking out the exhaust a little bit, so it may light off. I don't know. Oh, too much ether. Okay, well, it's a few days later. I don't know how many days later. I've been busy. But that's no good. So we got that. So we're going to get this up in here. I got brand new double-aught battery cables. We're going to see if we can get this little Massey Super 90 to come to life. Okay, tried to put on a new starter. It didn't work. We're on the other side of the tractor. Put the old starter back on because the new one doesn't reach the flywheel. But we're warming up the intake air heater. I'm gonna let that warm up for about 15 more seconds. Then we're gonna walk around and throw these jumper cables back on the battery and see what happens, because I tried this a second ago and actually blew black smoke for a second and died. So we're gonna try this. If it starts running, I'll let you know. Oh my gosh, it's actually running. Holy cow. That was an event. It sounds healthy. Now I need a rim. Hell yeah. Still got a rotted out rim, but it moves. Holy cow. I'm glad to hear this thing run. Well, I wore the right shirt tonight, coincidentally, but I guess the only thing left to do on that little Massey is service it. Its power steering works, 3-point works, PTO seems to work. Need to get a rim ordered for it in a tube. The tire is good enough for what it is to keep us going, but I'll order a rim from Allstate Ag Parts. It's a 18-430 tire. It's be like a 15x30 rim with a 5-bar rail for power adjust, so that's mildly annoying, but we'll get that ordered. And yeah, but that's the end of this one. I'm really glad to see that thing run. It was sold new here in Alameda, Kansas in 1962. Been parked for, I think, the better part of 15 years probably. So hopefully get a rim here for it sometime in the next couple weeks. We'll get it serviced, and I don't know what's gonna happen with it. I really like old Massey's, and it's got local history. And at the end of the day, if I was to sell it, it's only worth like $2,000. So I might as well keep it because it's a fun little tractor. And I guess thanks for tuning in. We're gonna try to do more of these YouTube Will It Starts and revival videos here in the future. I buy and sell a lot of machinery, so there's always not another opportunity for another will it start or will it run or whatever. So thank you. You guys have fun, and